Good afternoon and welcome to the Commercial Club in Albury for the Mitchell Australian Netball Championships. This afternoon we have the women's team's grand final and the masters team's grand final. Our umpires for this afternoon in the women's teams are Joe Lowry and Ken Koenig. For the masters teams we have Brian Green and Tyrone Stewart. And the adjudicators for this afternoon are Steve Phillips, Lance Ryan and Gordon Males. The women's teams. The home team for this afternoon are Victoria, managed by Bobby Jo Quinn, captained by Lyndall Element, vice-captain Colby Poole, Isabella DiGiorgio, Karen Winter, Emma Barbuto, Teresa Whitten and Jordan Pert. Their opponents this afternoon are the ACT, managed by Anne Moy, captained by Penny Fadoulis, vice-captain Leslie Ellie O'Connor, Nicole Welsh, Kylie Power, Cindy Blackmore, Kathy Harmon and Ashley Smith. And our masters teams, we have Victoria, managed by Andy Urquhart, captained by John Russell, vice-captain Steve Gray, Steve McCormick, Darren Waite and Cran Wrigley. And their opponents, South Australia, managed by Paul Zeffert, captained by Grant Weekly, vice-captain Paul Kennedy, Stacey Vine, Alec Everinatis, Michael Swift, Michael Phillips and Paul Edwards. If I could ask that you would all now be upstanding for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. All the best to both teams, and umpires now please take control of the tables. Thank you.
20 seconds.
What a start, mate!
What a start, Bella. Come on.
Go, Chloe.
Perfect, Bella. Come on, Bella. Come on, Izzy Bell.
Come on, Belle.
Yeah, that's right, Chloe.
Come on, Belle.
Come on.
All you, mate. All you, mate.
Come on, Izzy.
Come on. Come on, Izzy. That's all right, Belle. Nice one. Nice one, mate. Yes, Belle.
Go, Chloe. Go, ACT.
20 seconds.
Come on, Colby. Come on, Come on, Come on, Victoria.
Come on, Vic.
Right now, girls.
Come on, Vic.
Come on, Colby.
Yes,
Yes,
Go,
Belle.
Jen.
Nice
Go,
job.
ACT. Go, ACT.
Go, Bell. On the job.
Shot the crowd. Go, Nickers. Come on, ACT.
Come on, Les.
Right, Cole. Whoop. Nearly. Go, Les. Come on, Nickers. Come on, Les.
ACT! Red's in play. 20 seconds.
Shot the Cole. Ready, ACT. Nickers. Ready, ACT. Come on, ACT. Come on, Les. Right, Cole. Let's go, Nickers.
20 seconds.
Come on, mate. Oh, go! Let's go, you Vix. Come on, Vix. Right now, Vix. Come on. Come on, skipper. Come on, Govey.
20 seconds.
Oh, Gov now. Great shot, Gov.
Go, Les.
Come on, Les.
Go, Les.
Come on,
Go,
Les.
Les.
Come on,
Go,
skipper. Skipper. Come on, Victoria. Come on, go! Come on, skipper. Come on, the Vix. Suck it.
Go, Nicole. Come on, Nickers.
That'll do, Govey. That'll do you, Governor.
Go, Les. Let's go, ACT.
20 seconds.
Go, Les.
Come on, Les.
Come on, the skip. Come on, Ella. Come on, Vix. Come on. Come on.
Go, Les.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Come on, skip. Let's go, mate. Come on, lady. Winter's coming. Come on. Come on, Victoria. Come on, let's skip up.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yes, yes, skip up.
Yes, mate. Come on, Les.
Go, Les.
Oh, skipper! Skipper, hold it! Great shot, mate.
Go,
Come on.
Les, Gilly.
Come on, skipper!
20 seconds. Come on, Nick. Come on, girls.
Yes, Governor. Let's go, Gov. Let's go, the Gov.
I'm running.
Come on, Govy.
20 seconds.
Come on, ACT. Go, Nickers.
Come on, Gov. Come on, Nick. Come on. Come on, Govy. 20 seconds.
Yes,
Yes,
go.
Governor. Come on, Governor.
Come on, the ACT. Great shot, ACT.
Come on, Gov. Come on, Govy. Come on, Nicole.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Victoria.
Come on, Gov.
Yes, Nickers. Come on, mate.
Oh, knowledge.
Come on, mate.
Come on, Gav.
Come on, the Governor.
Gotta want it, love. Come on. Great shot.
Oh, go!
Go, Les. Go, ACT. Come on, Cindy. That's
Go,
it,
Les.
Come on, Les.
Come on, T.
Go, Les. Come on, Les.
Come on.
Come on, ACT.
Come on, T. Come on, T. Come on, Teresa.
Yes, Les. Come
Go,
on.
Les.
Let's
Go, Les.
Come on, Les.
go, Les. Come on.
Come on,
Go,
Les.
ACT.
Come on, Nibbler.
Come on, little whooper.
Come on, the hugger. Come on,
20 seconds. Great shot, Josh. Come on.
Come on, Nibs.
Come on, Whopper.
Twenty seconds.
Go, Ash. Shot, Cindy.
Shot, Cindy.
Come on, ACT!
Come on, little Nibs.
Come on, Ash.
Come on, little Nibbler.
Go, ACT. Come on, Ash.
Come on, Teresa. Come on, team. Come on, team. All you now, mate. Come on. Come on, you sexy thing. Come on, team. Come on, team.
Hey guys, sorry for getting to this match late, but I'm here now. Hopefully can provide a little bit of insight into this ladies' final. 2-all. And young Ash Smith at the table. She's only in her early 20s, I believe, and relatively new to the ACT team. Only, not sure if it's her first or second year. Maybe she's played a few more. Guys in the chat that are from ACT will probably know more.
Shots.
She's a pretty aggressive player, likes to attack the balls, get amongst them. Did actually play her at King's Cup this year at ACT, I think first round match. She gave me a bit of a run earlier. Good pocket coverage there. And Cindy Blackmore, she has been playing, I swear, since I was a teenager. She's been around the game a long time. And on the left side, another new face to national level 8 ball in Geordie Peart. This is her first Victorian state team. And she's only very young herself.
Let's go, buddy.
I can hear Jake over there cheering on the Vic Masters. Obviously, JR's not going to give him any pocket money unless he's over there cheering for him. Oh, that is from rating off that. Didn't see who actually won the first 4 frames for either side. And Teresa Whitten may feel a little bit weird in this match, given that she played quite a number of years for ACT when she moved over there. She's back in Victoria again, where she originally played state level pool and national level pool for that matter. All right, I do see the results in front of me now. Geez, some decent lineups there too in the early frames. Cindy Blackmore just trying to stay alive in this frame at the moment. Good shot there from Ashley. Got a better angle on this ball to the middle. She can just nudge into the black. Doesn't have to hit it hard. Just going to be about to transition to her final red. It's probably going to be on that back cushion there. I don't think she can get through to the plant, so I would be playing for cutting this in and to take the white ball side cushion and just into the yellow. Give yourself a nice angle to head back up table. Doesn't want to use any side on this. That's what she's hit it too thin and caught the red. That was always the danger.
Come on, mate. Come on, team.
Gotta be careful not to go off here. Shoots it too thin. That's fine. Now Geordie has several options here. She can take the pot on and then look for a snooker by bumping the yellow on the side cushion, or she can just flick in underneath this yellow for a snooker. Oh, she's got a second visit. Sorry, that's what you're talking about then. My bad. That's actually not a good shot. Then she had 2. And
Come on, Jody.
hasn't put it in a good spot. Teresa hasn't found the
Come on,
accurate plant down. The yellow's gone flying, but she's still okay if this yellow goes under the red. Well, it's a strange shot, but it's not bad actually. She's covered the black.
Come on, Cindy.
So this is actually Ashley's first year. So two debutantes playing one another in the first round of the final. Big shot this for Cindy. Yeah. I don't see her getting another shot at the. She had to play the plant. The last three shots I've noticed Cindy, she pushed this red around the table all over the place. Started up, she pushed it up the other end of the table, and then she's pushed it back down this end of the table. Now she's marcused it into the centre of the table.
Come on, Ashley.
And Teresa can pot this yellow and then take on the double, but that's a very aggressive choice, and all coverage on the black will be gone. And I'll tell you what, good angle here that she's got to play the ball in the middle and try and extract the yellow off the right side cushion. I don't know if she'll look at it. She looks like she's trying to play it long and cover the pocket. It's an aggressive option. Probably one that she may not even seen it, to be fair. Yeah, she's just looking at getting some coverage. Not being successful. And just looking at this angle on this red, punch this in, like play it with, you know, sort of medium pace. I reckon the natural angle's coming off the back cushion into the yellow so that she can move the yellow out of the way of the black and be on the red. Give herself options.
20 seconds.
Hit it a bit soft. A bit soft. So she had to give that a bit to clear the yellow. And now things are actually a bit tricky for Cindy. She's in control. If she pulls the trigger and pots the red, she's going to be faced with a really tough black. She needs to decide whether she wants to pull the trigger here or not.
20 seconds.
She's going to pull the trigger. And I don't know if I like this. Would need to actually catch the yellow full ball here, or land long on the black, or a double. Double's a good option. It's all or nothing now though. Whereas, you know, maybe she could have pot the yellow in the bottom left, screwed up the table, and left a really difficult pot out. Here comes a big shot, and it's missed, and found the pocket. Wow. Now, I don't know if people have been watching doubles on these tables over the past few days or through the final series. Just about everybody that's missing doubles is hitting them skinny because they are straightening them up massively off these rails, especially at pace. All tables will straighten up with pace off the rails, but these ones straighten up especially a lot. And that's a sick black from Ashley Smith. ACT take a 3-2 lead, and Teresa looking reasonably good here to level it up. Really would have liked to have seen her take the left side ball there, keep her 2, just to give herself a bit of freedom. Even now you've got to take the other ball, I feel, but just got to be careful she gets the right ball back out here. This is what I was worried about.
Great shot, Teresa. Come on, Teresa. Come on.
Just got to play the right option there. Get the rest out. Just knock that ball in. And give yourself a better angle so you don't have to try and force the white.
Come on, T.
Bit tricky this now. tell you what I don't mind. It's not the easiest of shots, but it's a shot I see, and that's play the ball she's closest to, take the white ball off the bottom cushion in behind the other yellow. That's what she tried to do, and she played it exceptionally well. That's a great shot. That's a winning shot, that.
I like it. I like it. That's cute.
Nicole Welsh has hit that at about 0.4 mile of an hour. Timed it perfect. They've gone everywhere. This shows you don't have to smash the pack to a million pieces to time it nicely and get a good spread. Great break.
Red's in play.
Like the reds here for Nicole. She's got to make one good opening pot.
20 seconds.
She can get herself in the groove, get around all these reds.
That's it, Jay. That's a great shot. Come on, Vince.
Back playing Colby, who I think she lost her first frame of Kylie Power. I didn't see the frame though. Good shot there from Teresa. Looks like she can actually screw back off the side rail here too and get a nice shot on the black. Don't think the middle pocket will come into play. Looks like she's screwing short of the middle pocket, so the low side of it. Just needs to cue it well. Oh, she's absolutely hit the cover off it and she's gone the other side. That's a great shot. Thick shot. Good cue power there from Teresa. She's a snooker player, so no surprises. Oh, I'll tell you what. That's just pressure, folks. That's pure pressure, that. She did move on that a bit. And misses like that are just caused by pressure. Saw it the men's last night. Missed black, easy missed blacks, balls off the table, miscues are all there under the pump. It's no different in any team environment at national level. Everyone out there is feeling the pump.
20 seconds.
And Sydney Blackmore has nailed that black. They call that a strawberry, folks. A big strawberry. Good shot there from Colby.
Come on, ACT.
Fair bit of work to do top left end of the table here though. Transition difficult.
Come on, KP.
Not sure if she's going to play this in the middle. Interesting if she punches it off the red. Tries to promote the yellow. Doesn't have to do that, of course. Can play it long, flick through off the red, and have a decent shot on the ball down the rail. Don't think she's on the one she's about to walk around and look at. So this is a cut down the rail, across to the right rail, across to the left rail, back across to the right side of the table. Very missable pot coming up.
Come on, Kobe.
Overcut it. Tried to control the white with a touch aside, I think. Actually, no, maybe she just overcut it naturally. That's why the white's gone so thin. Big break there from whoever broke that. Jesus. Isabella. No, yeah, that's why. Hasn't pot a ball though, unfortunately. And Leslie O'Connor. I don't know. Is that her right spelling there, is it, Dan?
20 seconds.
It is. I don't think I've ever seen a name spelled that way before.
Come on, Les.
Very similar outfit to last year's winning team ACT. A couple of different players, but in essence, the backbone is still there.
Come on, ACT, come on.
And good effort for them to make the final and give themselves a chance to go back to back. And at the moment, they're looking pretty good with a 4-2 lead. And Nicole Welsh is looking good here as well. She's got basically 4 balls. Just to make sure she links them up correctly. They're actually it's very basic out this. They're all stun shots though, and you need to get each stun shot correct on the next angle to transition to the next stun shot. So it sounds really easy and looks really easy, but it can unravel very quickly if you don't actually get the white ball in the right spot. So let's see how she goes. That's the first unravel. Has underhit that and she's got the wrong angle on the red. Can play the bottom one here across the bottom left. And she can head back up table and she can actually land higher than what she is now. It should be okay. And I was actually sitting down having lunch earlier and I won't name any names, but there were quite a few of the boys having a bet on this match. Setting a line for the match. I think the line they set was 2 frames for ACT. So Victoria being favourite. So if ACT get to 10, the guys that were on ACT have won the bet. Probably shouldn't be talking about this, but they're probably sitting there. They're probably watching. They're just filthy at whoever's missing balls and potting balls. It just gives them an interest.
20 seconds.
Good shot there from Nickers. And I'll tell you what, she's going to find it tough to get back on this black up inside the yellow here. And she can't just drop it in for a double, so she may have to just take her medicine here, drop it in and play the big cut.
20 seconds.
She's jacking up, so she's going to try and get over a little bit.
Come on, Bella.
That's a great shot. That is cued absolutely sensationally. Probably couldn't have landed much better than that. She's cued that great. And I've actually said it many times, I rate this girl on screen very highly, Nicole Welsh. I think she is one of the best female players in the country, and I've always thought that ever since I saw her play. She doesn't seem to feel pressure like most of the other girls do. Look at this shot. She's found the white though. She had to screw off that or play it with running side. That was natural, that angle, and that's unfortunate for her, but that's the way it is. So Victoria will get a freebie, and 4-3 they trail. She'll be filthy with herself on that because she'll know when she saw the white going off that she probably should have put a bit of gear on it. Makes the pot a little bit harder though if you try and play it with bottom or play it with running side. Leslie has given Isabella 2. Looks in a pretty good spot, Leslie. I hope it's Leslie, the way you say your name. Sorry if it's not.
Let's go, Cindy.
That black and red looks like a bit of a nightmare for Bella. She needs to get a yellow over there. And that's what she's working at. Would love to have been a little bit straighter on this. Just so she could screw into she could play a 2-in-1 shot. She can screw into the pack, the two on clustered, and open up the red and black at the same time. Got to be careful she doesn't pop the red here. She's gone for both. Tried to open up both. I like the shot, just not quite executed correctly, but it was tricky, it was tough. Won't hold it against her. Sydney Blackmore back at the table. Covers the hole with precision. Shot from Leslie as well. Although she has left Bella on this yellow, that could actually cause a bit of an annoyance for Leslie. If she can just sneak through the gap of black and red. If you're going to hit one of these balls, the black's the one you want to hit. the ball over the hole with the yellow, so you can have 2. And there you go. Bella's done exactly that, but she's still in a bit of strife. Got a bit of work to do here.
Come on, Bells.
Let's go, ACT. Come on, Cindy.
Come on, Bell.
All right, Cindy. Come on. Go, Cindy.
Good shot from Isabella. Brings the yellow into play. More useful there than where it was. Good shot there from Wendell Element. That's a 6 shot. Sorry, that's my bad. That's actually Cindy. It's still a 6 shot though. That is a very good shot.
Come on, ACT.
Landed fat on this difficult red. Whether she intended or not is irrelevant now. And not bad follow-up. And this just requires good white balls. There's a gap in the middle, but there's a wall of yellows that are going to cause potential issues.
Come on, Bell. Come on, Vic.
Tricky shot this, got to hit it right. Got to it's all about pace. This pace and angle that you pop the yellow red at. I want to try and pot it on the thicker side.
Yes, Bella.
She's done that. She's hit it on the thick side, but she's actually under hit it. Actually, she hit it too thick. Slightly thinner than that. She really hit that jaw hard. Slightly thinner, and she's actually perfect on the black. She just misses the yellow, and she's right behind the black. Oh, Isabella. Won't be hugely happy with that shot. Fair bit of stuff going over on the Masters at the moment, plenty of noise. I think SA just must have won a frame by the way that went. Cindy's gone for the double, but not really anywhere near it. And a chance for Lyndall. These yellows are all very gettable. Nothing sort of on the rail or in a hard spot. They do, I guess they're covering each other a little bit, but some good white ball negotiations should deal with that. Now if she can get through to the left middle first, that will open up everything. And she can. Oh, she's gone to snooker. That's okay. Up and down is available. Although, that yellow may have cut the natural angle off, so may have to play it off 2. So top cushion, right side cushion, and try and flick the black in. Tough shot. This is the other option, to come off 2 in behind the black and try and get a snooker. Depends if she wants to try and be aggressive and take it on, or whether she feels the bottom cushion, side cushion escape is easier. Less distance to travel, and it's easy to judge because the rails are closer to the ball. Oh wow, missed it completely. And unfortunately, I can't say that's a good shot because it simply was not. So Lyndall opens up the account with a plant, still carries 2. All that white ball here for Lyndall. Doesn't have to do anything cute. Just get the white ball to good areas where she gives herself options all the time. Good shot there from Leslie as well.
Come on, Ella.
All right.
Come on, Ella. Come on, Leslie.
Not too bad.
ACT.
20 seconds.
Good shot.
Go, Les. Go, Les.
Come on, Les.
Let's go, Les. Come on, Skip.
Come on, Les.
Come on, Ella. Come on, Skipper.
Come on, Les.
Come on. On, Ella.
20 seconds.
Come on, Skip.
20 seconds.
Come on, Vic. Nice stuff, Les.
Go, Nash.
Come on, Ash.
Go, Nash.
Go the Skip. Come on, mate.
So Windle needs to clean these up in the visit.
Come on, Ella.
Come on, Ella.
20 seconds.
5-3 now to ACT. And as I said, that in off, they could actually be 6-2 up. They're actually dominating Victoria at the moment.
Yes, mate. Yes, Skipper. Skipper.
Big shot this for Linda. Cued that beautifully. That is good, confident cueing from the skipper. And just, I don't know if you can hear Jake. He's sitting in the middle of the SA guys, cheering on the master so he can get his pocket money off JR later on today.
Go on, Skipper. Good break, Gummy. Great.
Come on,
Come on,
Ashley.
Ashley. Go, Smithy.
Come on, Ash.
Go, Smith.
Yes, Skipper. Come
I
on,
think that
mate.
Lyndall's got the wrong angle here on the yellow.
Come on, mate.
This could be actually, she may have to just take her medicine, just drop this in and play the thin cut on the black.
Come on, ACT.
Go, Smart.
On, Ella.
Lyndall just waiting for Ashley to finish her shot, which she's now done. Well, she's got hampered queuing as well. Gee, she's bridging up high on this. Must be pretty straight. Oh wow, she belted the crap out of it. Well, I think that's just pressure, guys. She's hit that real hard, like
Shot, Nash.
tried to kill it. It's like it insulted her mum or something. She just went off at it.
Come on.
20 seconds.
And ACT 6-3 now. And that sea of blue needs to lift.
Come on,
Come
Gummy.
on, the governor. Come on, Gummy.
So Karen Winter, otherwise known as Gov, pure veteran of Victorian 8-ball, has been around many, many years, plays a nice and steady game, and has also, in my eyes, expanded her repertoire of shot making and aggression to keep up with the young'uns. And she's still there today, playing for Victoria, keeps plodding along, getting in the team. And Kylie Power has got a good spread there. She'll probably go Reds, I would imagine. I'm going to actually refer to Kylie Power now as my future wife, just for fun. Hope you're not watching, Maddie. We've got a bit of a joke going on. Nothing serious, just a bit of fun.
Come on, ACT.
Come on, Gov. Come on, Gov.
It's been around a long time, Kylie as well, and Matt. Matt doesn't seem to play much these days. I'm going to guess Matty's either can't be bothered, he's had enough, or he's doing the he's taken the parenting duties on while Kylie's here playing. I did see Matty actually here a couple of days ago. I'm not sure where he is now. Might have brought the whole family down. Good shot.
Come on, Garrett.
Oh, that's missed by a long way. He played that. Actually, missed that by, well, certainly didn't scare the pocket and run away from it, that's for sure.
20 seconds.
Come on, tag. More the power.
I like this shot from Gov. This is a 2-in-1 job. Overcut this, get the cannon. Oh, she stunned it. It's natural. But she's opened everything up. She's actually put herself in a really good position there.
Come on, Gov. Come on, Ash.
Come on, ACT.
Come on, Ash.
That was a dream result for Gov, actually. It's worked out sick.
20 seconds.
I think Jake's actually overdoing it, Dan.
20 seconds.
He's overdoing it. He really, maybe he's trying to get a double allowance this week. Yeah, he's trying to get a double allowance, either that or he's already had about 400 cc's. Wouldn't have mind heard him being that loud last night. Oh, jeez. That's all gone wrong for Ashley, unfortunately. But she has managed to create a little bit of traffic.
That's a great shot, Governor.
Good shot there from Teresa in response. Now he just sounds like an imbecile. You're not getting triple pocket money, McCartney. Just calm down. Oh, where's this wide ball going? It's going into a good spot for Gov. So needs to cut this ball down the rail. Now I think she'll either hit the high side of the black or miss it. Hit the high side of the black. And this is tricky. I don't know if she can see a full red or not. If she can see the full red, she can just screw straight back and have the white ball basically a foot and a half to the left of where it is right now for a nice shot on the black. Looks like she's playing this with top though. This worries me. No, she has not tried to pot it. She couldn't pot it, so she's just digging it in there a bit more. Put the pressure on. Meanwhile, Kylie Power is now winning the tactical battle and has secured the bottom left pocket, has good coverage on the right side and looks in pretty good shape over there. Teresa will need to pull something out of the large nature out. Now, not sure if Gov can get to this red clean or not. I'll tell you what, that shot that Teresa just played, where she's nudged that yellow on the right side of the black there, that could be huge. It has made this black extremely inaccessible. This time Doug's accidentally popped the red. Tried to sit it in there deeper again and got the double kiss. And I'm sorry I keep flicking back between tables, guys, but there's a fair bit of stuff going on. Don't know if I like that. Don't know if I like that. It's just too easy to flick off this, go up the other end of the table and then just promote the bad ball over the hole and get another snooker.
20 seconds. Next stick.
Oh, where's this going? Tell you what, that is not a good shot. That has not worked out nice at all for her. Has actually multiple areas of problems now. Yeah, Kylie Power. Tough positional shot here. This must go to the bottom left. And I will say this, better to go too far than too short on this shot. At least she gives herself a shot at this now. Good shot there from Ash. I think she's cut the potting angle off. I think. Gov can definitely hit this, just not sure if she's cut the potting angle off or not.
20 seconds.
And now Kylie Power for a shot for 7-3. And no. That's not bad if it's from Gov. Good shot from Teresa. Although she's done sort of similar what's happened on the right side tab where she's put two yellows together which now look really dodgy.
20 seconds. Yes, 20 seconds. Okay.
So Kylie says, I'm going to have a crack at this cross table. Shot into the middle. I don't blame her. And has missed. Oh, look at this shot from Ash. Oh, she's been... The idea, in my eyes, was a good shot. She's just searched for the good white in behind those yellows. I like the thinking behind that shot. Unfortunately, she did find the middle. But the shot selection, in my eyes, was a good one. She opened up with two bad balls. She would have got a good white. Even if she didn't get the snooker, she would have left a tough pot. You know, nothing bad about that shot, except obviously, unfortunately, finding it off. And at that angle too, to find it direct was probably a little unfortunate.
20 seconds. It's all right, T. Second message. Come on, T. Come on, T.
And Gov has laid that up pretty well. Would have liked it to stay a bit more over the hole, but should pot this.
20 seconds.
No, it's over the hole.
Come on, Teresa. Come on, mate. Come on to B1.
Well, she's forced to take this yellow on. If she gets this yellow, she's a chance to run the rack.
Teresa.
20 seconds.
Apparently Jake's new saying is, what a great shot that is. Okay, I don't understand why she's taking that shot on. It offered no value further into the frame, unless you plan on getting a snooker, and then I sort of get it. But I think Ash had to just have a crack there and take that yellow on while she was on it. She wasn't going to get on it any better. Anyway, Gove says thank you. 4-6 now.
You didn't see a foul there, did you? No. I thought a cue hit the yellow ball. It's all right if you didn't see it. No. 20 seconds.
Come on, team.
I'll tell you what, if we can get the camera on McCartney sometime, I don't know who he's trying to be these days. I don't know if he's trying to be Brenton Collier or someone else. He's got the thongs on. He's got the female shirt on. I don't know what the deal is with him at the moment.
Let's go the big end. Come on, mate. Come on, Emma. Come on, Emma.
So Kylie's got a tricky blank. And this is tricky.
Come on, Kylie. Come on, power.
And Emma
Suck it.
finds a red. Oh, look at this shot from Kylie. I'll tell you what, that is a great shot. It's almost caught the yellow, but it stays on the table. That was a sick black. Very, very tough shot, that. She's found the way. That's a great shot from Emma. More work to be done. Just looking at this lowest left, 4 reds. Got to be careful of the contact of the side cushion here though. So she's stunning it though, which is good. Just jabbed at it though. Just rushed through the shot. Good white though for her. Obviously not intentional, but lovely shot, beautiful pot. Haven't seen a lot of Penny play. I've been told though she's very steady, plays a good game. Now I don't know how she played last year in the girls either, but I know she was pretty involved in the organisation because the Nationals were at the ACT last year, so she had her hands full with a number of things. Not sure how that affected her game, but this year she can obviously focus on the game itself. And my initial thoughts are she sees the ball all right.
Come on, Em. Go, you big.
Come on, Stevie.
Come on, Nick.
20 seconds.
Shot for men. Only problem with playing her like that is she's forced to take the top ball, and then it's pretty tough to hold heading back down the table. This is quite thin. I would like to have seen her punch that in and come off the side rail and give herself more options. But it is what it is now, and she's faced with this cut. Oh, way too thick, unfortunately. For those that are wondering where the Nationals are next year, they will be right where they are now for the next 2 years after this one. This is a 3-year deal made with the AEBF and the Commercial Club, as far as I'm aware. Good shot there from Penny. It looks to me like this plant goes in the middle without too much stress as well, so should see a transition out as soon as possible. May play it now. Actually should play it now, but just got to be really careful not to kill the initial yellow that she hits after she plays the plant. The angle it looks like to me should be okay. Be able to play a plain ball, and the yellow should come back off the cushion. Ideally, what you want to do here is you want to land on the bottom one with an angle getting back up the table. So then you've only got 2 simple yellows over the middle pocket and then a link to the black. But it just depends on how thin this actually really is. So it was actually quite thin. And it's to play for the same ball that she just played. And has also moved the black into a more difficult position as well. So a little bit of work to do now. This frame may not be over yet. Good shot. Can screw back now past the reds off the left side cushion and give herself an angle, I think. Just looking at the angle she's got, looks pretty straight. I think she might be able to get herself an angle to stun up onto the black. She didn't actually pot that clean into the pocket, and that's why she hasn't come back on the desired angle. Not sure if she can get through it at all or not, or if she's snooked it entirely. I do like the way this Penny plays though. Cute, that's just nudge that yellow. That'll do her though right now. Looks to cue the ball very nicely and has confidence in her action and takes the balls on. I'm not sure. Someone in the ACT chat crew there can probably tell me how many years Penny's been playing for ACT. As I said, I took a couple of years off prior to the last 2 years, so she may have been in the game longer than I realised. But without a doubt, I would say a big asset to ACT as a player. Yes, was forced to take that pot on in my eyes. If she have actually pot that, probably would have swung around and landed better. Did undercut it slightly. Another good shot there from Penny. Oh, that jaw helps. That jaw has just helped the white ball centre to the table and not run so far. Probably would have landed really close to the back rail, if not on it, if that jaw didn't come into play. So this is a decent shot. It's a tough shot, but it's a decent chance. Could almost just roll this down, you know, and wouldn't leave a lot on. That's what she's done, but she's just overcut it. Now, does this left yellow pass to the middle? I think it does. caught the other red first. Must have been tight. And this is a very good chance for Penny to pop the black and take AC to an 8-4 lead at the halftime break. Victoria have their work cut out for them here. Now, if this is your first time tuning into the AEBF national titles for the final Series A, that you might have just got on just to watch the girls play because you had an interest. If you're feeling kind, there's a dollar symbol below your chat window that you type into. If you like what you see on screen and you think that Dan deserves a couple of bucks for his efforts, click on that link. It'll just take you through a process of going through a donation page where you can donate whatever you like to Cue Ball TV. Any amount is appreciated. And there's the Victorian huddle. Gov's got a bit to say there. Now, if I was a captain of the girls right now, my message would probably be something like going back to some of the basics of the game and relaxing and enjoying yourself out there, because it does look like a lot of tension in the arms of a lot of the girls, and that's not a negative thing. It's just a fact of pressure. You know, you see it every year in every facet, whether it be open, female, masters, juniors, whatever. Pressure creates tension, and then tension gets in your arm, and then you can't cue the ball right. And Lyndall's doing her best impersonation of an emu there. Did Colby just pick a nose and rub it on Emma's shoulder there, Dan? She didn't, but it looked like it. I'm not sure what the because it is bit that they're on about now. It obviously has meaning to them.
Come on, ACT!
This will be an interesting frame. As I said, I rate Penny's queuing action very much. I think she's got a good action, and obviously I rate this girl on screens. It was about the breaks queuing action. I think she's one of the best queuers in the country. Regardless of what happened in her singles match today, you did see some of the best female 8-ball in the country in the first 5 frames of that match. Whether she won or not, you can see the capabilities of this woman. This will be a test of battle of the queuists, I'm going to say. Good break. Hasn't found a ball though. Good contact. It really annoys me this game when you make a really good contact, you feel good about it, and then nothing goes in. I probably like the yellows here.
Right, Colin!
20 seconds.
Never seen anyone work for their pocket money so hard in their life and break the card. He's going to have to need to turn his subtitles on soon. Can't understand a word he's starting to say. Oh, geez, I tell you what. I know the push shot's allowed. That looked really dodgy. I reckon if you replay that in slow motion, you'd actually see the double hit there. So this shot is the key shot for yellows. Pop the yellow, clear the red. Can't hit this soft. You've actually got to give this a bit and clear the red right out of there. Yep, good shot. Now she can either fully commit or she can pull the yellow off the side rail and take the white ball off left side cushion back towards the right side of the table. About 3/4 of the way across. I wouldn't be that stressed if I left the pot on the middle, if it was hard up on the rail. What I don't probably want to do is leave it on the left side of the table and allow the double back on the red where the yellow is blocking it. But Penny says, shut up, I'm having a dip. Oh no, she's covering up. Don't mind that shot either, but it just allows Colby a little bit of freedom to have a lash at this ball on ball up the rail. There's a big pocket up there. And if she nails this, she's a chance. I think anyone would take this shot on. I think it's the only way you can win the frame with this visit, and it's also the only way you can stay in the frame, even if you allow them back to the table. It's caught the jaw though. But as you can see now, it'll ask the question to Penny because all of Colby's balls are in the open. Nothing's hampering them. And Penny still has this ball on the left side cushion that doesn't link amazingly to anything. So I like the shot. It asks the question of the opponent and says, here, if you're good enough, knock these in. Sometimes that's all you've got to do in this game, especially in the one frame pressure cooker environment. Ask the question. Sometimes you'll get answered, sometimes they'll say no thank you. Good shot there from Bella.
What's going on here?
That's a great shot from Penny. Gives herself every chance here. Now ideally, you would love to knock this yellow in, punch it in and stun back a little bit. Makes the shot far more difficult at pace.
20 seconds.
But I reckon she'll roll it. It's a good shot. Now cut in the middle. White ball. This is a tricky angle for me to read on the camera. So I think it's going to catch the left rail first, but it probably could hit the jaws. So the left side cushion, then the far jaw.
20 seconds.
She's jacking up, so she's going to take that shot that I've suggested out of the equation. She's going to try and come off the side rail. Oh wow, she hit it super thin. So the shot that Colby played earlier, where she basically pulled her both her balls off the rail and asked the question. The question's been answered, and she said, no, I don't want to pot out yet. Now, can Colby take advantage of the error and finish his frame? Good shot there. That's a great shot. Gee, she controlled that well. Now the stuff that Colby's doing at the moment is the easy part. The hard part's this transition up here to the left side of the table on these reds. It does go inside the yellow pocket. It's got to be neat. This is the easy part. You don't have to be that neat. Now you've got to start being neat. And that's no good. She's on the rail. Now I can tell you right now, Colby's land on the rail. She's just heard a bunch of ACT people scream. She knows they've just won another frame, and this just puts a bit more pressure on the shot. It's not just the pot. You've got to land on something here. Now, the outside of the three, so the one in the middle of the three that are making that little triangle, I think it passes to the bottom left, and so she'll probably try and play for that. Don't know if that's hard enough. We'll find out in a sec. Oh, no, she's not happy. almost forced to play a plant now. Doesn't have a lot of choices here. Could maybe flick off the red. Okay, this is a negative shot, so I'm pointing out both shots. So you've got the aggressive shot of the plant, which she's looking at right now. You could potentially flick off the closest red, that she's to the white, take it off the side cushion and try and land hard up on the back rail, and it might be uncuttable, the yellow that's near the pocket, if it's touching the cushion. I can't tell from here, but it looks pretty tight. That's a great shot. So she's taken on the big shot, she's nailed it. She's got the reward, she's got position in the middle. And she only just needs to drop this in as well. Doesn't have to do anything with the white, she's got to drop this in, focus on nothing but the potty. And that is missed. Look, it was missable, but would expect someone to get that of Colby's standard. And a good chance for Kenny. And I can tell you now, if Victoria win the frame on the other table, maybe she doesn't miss that. You know, like I said, scoreboard pressure is the worst form of pressure. And now the pressure's building every shot now as ACT kept racking up the frames. I think this black to the middle, left middle, is full pocket as well. I don't think the red's in the way at all.
20 seconds.
Oh, that's not a good shot. Tried to cue it in and land straight, and it just caught a little bit of angle, and then that's why the whites pulled across. Still a pot, still a chance. Just more difficult than what she would have liked. But I would dare say it'll be going up top left now rather than middle. Unless she feels that the middle pocket, the red there, offers value in creating in a really large pocket, and then she may take it to the middle still. No, she's playing at the top. She's jacking up for some reason, I don't know why. What a shot. What a shot. And at the moment, 10-4. I'm going to be brutally honest, ACT deserve to win. They're playing the better pool. They're punishing heavier at the end of frames when the chance is being given to them. And that's how you win. Punish mistakes. Take your chances. Big road to climb now for the Vic girls, but not outside their realms of possibility. And here, this could be the start. A missed ball.
Come on, mate. Come on, Tam.
These are all tricky though. There's yellow and red stuck together there. If I'm Lyndall, I just put this over the pocket on the other side of the table and take control of the frame, and then I start working my dead balls out. Don't have to do anything crazy and fancy like try and punch this across the bottom and get a cannon on the yellow. You don't have to do any of that crap. Just put this over the hole. Play the percentage shot. That's the shot. And let your opponent figure it out. Now I'll tell you what a good shot here would be for ACT. Pot the yellow on the right hand side and take the white ball between the gap of the reds and the black. There's a big gap there. You get the white ball on the left side of the table and you don't leave much on. And it's very difficult to pot out with two from there. So now Lyndall can start separating balls. Probably just run off this yellow and red stuck together, take the white ball to the bottom cushion. Last thing she wants to do is pot a ball over the pocket here. She's going to play that shot. She's just checking to see what she'll leave. surely she's not looking at putting this red on the yellow. It offers zero value whatsoever. She's waiting for Gov to play a shot.
Let's go, mate.
Go, Liz. 20 seconds. Shot, Liz. Right shot.
Yes, go. Winter is coming, mate. Come on.
Winter is coming, I like it.
Shot, Liz. Come on, Liz.
Colby had to have come up with that one because we're both big Game of Thrones fans. I can't believe I never thought of that. I'm filthy with myself. That's great, no. That's awesome.
Yes, go.
Big double coming up here, is it? Oh, what a shot. It's actually being really unfortunate to not move the yellow. She just hit it too clean, and she's still in trouble.
Come on, Gubby. Come on, mate.
Shot, Liz. Come on, Liz.
And now, this is where the Reds could start to unravel because his position is now lost.
20 seconds.
Robin Butler, $100. Thank you very much for your donation. That is sensational. Very much appreciated.
Come on, ACT.
And I reckon we have $250 left, or approximate, to reach our $2,000 target donation amount for the national titles this year. Love your work, people. Love your work. Oh, this is a great shot. So this shot here for Lyndall is actually pretty critical because if she misses this, she can lose a frame, and it's not set this plant because the yellow is not deep in the pocket. So this is missable. Good news for her, she doesn't have to do anything with the white because she's got a linking yellow to the left side, so can focus purely on the pot. Played it perfect. Great shot. So, a couple of pots left for Lyndall here. Doesn't want to do anything fancy here, just not be on the side rail.
20 seconds.
Off the rail needs to come. Probably wanted off a little more than that so she doesn't have to dig into this. She looks pretty straight as well.
Come on, Nicky!
Mate, you know what? May have to just roll this in and take your medicine and just play it up the top long. Just back your queuing action. She's a good queuist, Lyndall. That's what she's going to do. So this shot for 10-5 or potentially 11-4. Pretty big shot coming up here in the context of the match. She's running through on this. I understand why, but I just prefer she stun it in. So she's run through. This is the thing, folks. Okay, so she's played the run-through shot there with a mental thought that she'll get the white safe.
20 seconds.
But she's going to do that. She's got to get the white ball like right up the end of the table, like right up there, because this is just so easy from there. So stun it in, because most people's natural spot on the white is the stun shot. So play it where you're most comfortable in queuing the long ball in. So play it with stun. Forget about what you could leave if you miss. Just play the shot and back yourself. It's very easy to say, But when you're out there, it's hard to do. Look at this for a chance. So Lyndall gets a second bite of the cherry. And this shot's not super easy either. This is quite missable. So once again, needs to be cued well because she's off the side rail. And this one don't roll. Cue this in.
Come on, Les!
Well, I don't mind that. She cued it. I don't think she focused on the white there either. I think it just went there. She's just focused on the pot. But second prize Oz is she has got a good white. That's not bad. And good shot from Nicole. Well, I'm telling you, this girl's a superstar. She just does not feel pressure, this girl. She's just so casual. Takes it just no worries. She just walks over, yeah, whatever, thanks girls, give us a high five. I'm the best. Oh, what a shot. That is actually good enough, I reckon. I don't think you can pot this red without potting the black. Could be wrong. There is also the option to play the snooker. And I reckon that's what she's going to go around and look at in a second. Because she has discovered I ain't potting that red without potting the black. No, she's gonna take it, or maybe she can. So here we go, folks. Big shot coming up. No, she couldn't do it. It's a really interesting one though, because the general etiquette is don't cheer when someone pots a black out of turn. But Lyndall's actually put her in that position, so it was kind of like, well, you kind of can cheer because you know you forced your opponent into doing that. So it's a slightly different one to the unlucky black out of turn scenario. You obviously don't cheer flat out, but you still give your teammate a high five and say, you know, well done, you put your opponent in that position.
Go, Cindy! Let's go, Cindy! Let's go, Come on, Emma!
Red's in play. Seconds.
Good opener there from Geordie.
Come on, Cindy!
You, Geordie. Come on, mate. Come on, Geordie.
This is actually very gettable, this out. This one ball that Geordie's eyeing off right now, this is the key ball. If she knocks this in, big chance. Oh, she did it too soft, it's fouled. Accuracy was there, just didn't put the Vegemite on the toast this morning. And just went for straight butter. And didn't have the guts of that shot. Oh, Kathy Harmon has almost fallen into a disaster there and gone in off herself.
Come on, Cindy!
Bit of work for Kathy now, even though she's used one visit, she's still in a tricky spot. Not sure if this red on the left side table passes, one on the bottom left there. I don't know whether the yellow cuts it off or not. Looks like it might sneak in off half a pocket. And I'll tell you what, that hurts in multiple ways. It hurts as a player out there, and it hurts for your teammates as well to see your ball get missed. It hits the jaw and then goes straight to the rail. It really rips your heart out, that sort of stuff. When things are rolling and you're playing good and you happen to miss a ball, the ball never goes to the rail. It goes somewhere near a hole or in the open somewhere. But when you're just struggling out there or the team, you know, the scoreboard's not going your way, they always find their way to the rails. The balls are unforgiving as hell. Dare say Cindy's going to put, Kathy's going to put this over the hole. I think that was the intention, but she's pot it like a boss. But has managed to get herself onto this next yellow, but surely this one doesn't get pot because there is absolutely nothing available afterwards. So for Kathy's sake, she would want this over the hole. For Victoria's sake, they want this to go in or nowhere near the hole, one of the two. That's gone in. Now I know that the ACT crew have yelled out great shot, and yes, it was a great shot, good pot. But here's the reality and the hard truth: it's horrible for her. It doesn't offer any advantageous decision making for forward progression of this frame. And God, did I say that sentence poorly. Still manages to find a way to block a red though. But I think Geordie can actually bump this ball off the rail now and just give herself a bit of breathing space for a shot. Don't pot the ball over the hole. Don't ever pot the ball over the hole here. This is the shot.
20 seconds.
Don't do it, Geordie. Don't do it. This is I like this because Geordie's a first-year player and she's recognised the mature shot. It's a good shot. It's a good shot. That's a mature shot.
Go, Cindy!
Come on, Nibs.
20 seconds.
Yes, Lopper.
And Kathy says, here's a mature shot too. I'm a veteran. I'll pot the red over the hole and give you two. Good shot that. Just ask the question as I spoke earlier. Asking the question is sometimes all you need to do in these one frame pressure cookers. And without sounding insulting, those sort of shots, you can ask the question in the girls' game more than you can in the guys. It's just a simple fact. They just don't make as bigger outs in general across the board as much as the guys do. And so you can ask the question more. I'd like to see Geordie play the left-hand side red inside the yellow, back out, take the white ball to the bottom rail. Unfortunately, this has gone into Nowheresville. Right the opposite of I have no position street.
Go, Cindy!
20 seconds.
She's just played that shot I said earlier, but in my eyes, a shot late.
Let's go, Kat!
So much harder to play it from where she did there. If she had played that one shot earlier, I think Kathy could have been in all sorts of trouble.
Shot, Cindy!
Now Now, Kathy has a chance here. It's a tough chance, but natural position on the yellow can be obtained here with a clean pot. I don't know if this one goes, but the cut on the left side will naturally take the white ball right side of the table and be a chance in the middle. Underhit it. Oh, she's managed to... I don't think she's played for that, but it's a good result. If she's just lobbed on his ball in the middle. It's a good result. Oh, she's missed it. So big chance for Geordie. Can go about this multiple ways. You can cue the ball to the top there and be confident. You can ignore that and play the bottom right one first and just ensure that you get an angle on the left side ball to stun up centre table. Leave that yellow red till last. Me personally, I think you bang the red in and screw back. That way everything just, you don't have to transition perfectly to anything. But this is fine. Just don't land straight. I don't know about that. Looks a bit straight to me. Might have a little bit of angle going into the rail, but yeah, that looks awfully straight. And meanwhile, on the right side table, a tactical battle is in progress. Geordie may even just put this over the hole, you know, and say, hey, you got a big yellow, you got a pot here. If you miss it, I'm going to go game. It's not the worst shot in the world, but could just drop this in as well and play the cut in the middle, go up and down, so. It's a good shot. She's got a decent shot at this red. Could lose the white a little bit here though, going up and down. I don't think, if she does go up and down, it's going to end up on the left side rail. It's not ideal for the black. It's a good pot. So here's just what I was talking about, left side rail, and you've got nothing of, well, nothing that attracts me anyway as a nice easy pot. Now, the chop into the left centre, into the right centre. I don't think the double's really there without punching it and jacking up a bit. So I feel just chop this in the middle. Could even get, you know, a good safety off it if you happen to miss. So you can see here, oh, she's got a double. I could be wrong. But she's got an okay white. Now there is pressure associated with this shot. If she takes it on, she could flick off the left side of it, take the white ball high and use the yellow as a snooker ball, so she tries to get a snooker at the same time.
20 seconds.
Well, I think it's hard to get that angle. Has hit this too hard. Meanwhile, Emma's actually figured out a bit of what's going on down there. Looks like the Masters have just won. What a shot there from Geordie. Just bangs it in. And that's a much needed frame from Victoria. 11-6. Oh, and Emma's just fallen into a disaster. The SA have just defeated Victoria in the Masters. Don't know what the score was, sorry guys. No one's even going to care about the score anymore. SA is actually just cleaning up now, folks. They've had a huge carnival. Victoria's actually been demolished by them in every area so far.
2018 Masters Teams Champion, defeating Victoria 11 frames to 9.
Oh, Emma had 2. That's even worse for her. But she's given herself a good chance here. Important thing here, don't try and get cute. Just get yourself a shot, because if you get a shot on this yellow, the pocket's enormous with that red there. So don't try and be too cute and get real neat on this. I feel she can play the yellow in the middle and go up and down, and she'll head sort of up and down the centre of the table pretty decently. Yeah, she hit it too hard. Oh, she's caught the black. Oh, this is a chance. That may have turned out well. I think she can punch this double in. So here we go. This could be huge. Oh, double kiss.
Come on, Cindy!
And I can't believe I'm about to say this, given how much I've endorsed women playing aggressive pool over the years. But this match, it's just required a little bit more chick pool than has been played out there. And when I say chick pool, I don't mean offence by that, but I do mean more rolling style pocket blocking play, because that's what ACT have been doing on the majority, and they've been winning. They've been setting frames up better than Victoria. Oh, Jesus. That is not on, I don't think. Might just be on. Might just be able to sneak through. I'm all for aggressive pull. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you need to set the frames up. Not a total. She must be really thin if she thinks that she's going to jack up. A lot of side getting used. Oh, she's moving all over the place. Oh. If you actually go back and look at that, when she lines it up with side, her whole head and body swaying left to right like she didn't align. So what people will do is they'll go down, they'll line up a shot, and they go, I need to hit this with side, and then they'll just move their body or their cue to the spot instead of setting to the shot with side. So if you're going to play a shot with side, walk into it with side. Don't move your cue afterwards. So Emma's just composing herself. This is pretty basic stuff. She just needs to make sure she composes herself and gets it done. Not sure I would have wanted the red to be near my cueing here. and actually, for that matter, be really dead straight on this. But should get it done. And she will. In one more visit. So that's 2 frames there at the end that Victoria managed to pinch.
Come on, let's go, ACT! Bring it home!
And yes, that was a very easy out that was missed, but mate, if you just watched some of the pool that's been played over the course this weekend, you will see that it's very easy to miss some easy outs under the pump. It's been happening all week. And you'll see it again tonight in the men's as well. There'll be an easy out by someone that gets missed. It's just the way it goes in pressure pools, especially one-framers. So here's the ACT chat. Looks like Leslie's... Oh, that was quick. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to come into that just as it was starting, would you? And wonder what the hell was going on. And the VIC girls now, as you can imagine, their huddle's a bit longer. Looks like Lyndall's doing the talking. No, Gov's doing the talking. And FYI, guys, these cameras shots, the action shots of the groupings and all that sort of stuff, the huddles, it's all courtesy of Dan's new camera that he bought recently with the donations that you guys have been sending through. So, and that's what it goes towards, is better viewing for you guys. Better quality, better streaming.
Red's in play.
Come on, Les.
These opening 2 frames. Very important, Victoria. Honestly, can't really afford to even drop one of them. Obviously 2 it's all over, but really need to pinch, peel back the lead in the first 2 frames, just to try and reverse the pressure a little bit on your opponent. And Leslie's just going off. Double them. She needs to punch this one in as well and screw back for the last red.
Come on, number 1.
Colby's actually come to the table and she's in relatively a bit of strife, but she can drop the one in the middle, play the one down the corner and put it over the hole, and that will just take a lot of pressure off it. And I know it's a very basic negative shot, but it's all about keeping yourself out of the pressure zone at the moment. Sometimes just playing basic shots is all you can do. See, for me, I get that shot, trying to get a good white, but it was really difficult to get a good white. And I just think the simple stuff is just drop that in, play the ball over the hole. And I know you leave them on the bottom red, but if you cover the hole, they're just not going anywhere. This actually needs to be played with a bit of juice. Dragon right hand side for optimal position. And there's no right hand side on that, and that's why you're not in optimal position. Isn't that right, Pikey? Cut's still on. It's thin.
Come on, ACT.
Oh, wow. And I can tell you right now, this time Colby will play the ball on the left side cushion without any hesitation whatsoever.
Over it comes. Come on.
Seconds.
Come on.
Good shot. Like how she pulled the other yellow off the cushion as well. All Colby's balls look real good now. They are all in the open, all accessible.
Time running.
Now, if I'm Leslie here, honestly, I'd probably just smash this out of the total and just try and get a result. Even if you just kill a yellow accidentally, that's like the worst possible result you can play, because now Colby can actually have a dip of these like pressure free. Whereas if you smash that red off the side rail and just try and fluke it, or just try and get some movement on a yellow, you might bump one to a cushion and, just recreate that potential doubt in the player's mind that they've got to move a ball for cushion or just do something extra they wouldn't have normally had to do. Good opener from Colby, and honestly, if she doesn't get these, I'll be pretty surprised. And you don't even look for a snooker or anything here for two, because while the red's in possibly one of the worst places it could be, what's the point of getting a snooker and then risking your opponent land to get out of it and knock it into a position where it can actually put you under pressure to make these balls? So you might as well have a dip now while they're all on, and it's a little bit more stress-free. And I don't think she's going to look for a safety, don't get me wrong. She's just waiting for the other table to finish a shot. And it is Nicole Welsh, and she does like to just casually stroll around the table like nothing's really phasing her because she's a superstar. Had to punch that. Don't know if she's got. I don't know if this passes the reds or not. I think Colby's trying to get through these quick to just put a bit of pressure on the other table. Looks like she's trying to flow and get through them quick. And she's a weird way she's gone about these, because she's just like eliminated all her balls over the holes, and now she needs perfect position. Good shot. And just wants to be just off straight. And that can be either way, because you're either stun the left side or you just stun slightly high to the right, and you're on this black perfectly. That's perfect. And on the other table as well, Isabella, chance. Yeah, played it as a shot to nothing. Colby will not miss this black. So there's one, 11-8. And I'll tell you what, she had a bit of a dirty final series, Colby. That was really the only frame she actually won, because obviously the other one was an in off the black. So the one she won off her own cue, I should say. So 1 and 3, I guess she'll probably look at it for her team. And Isabella sort of jumped off that and did a bit of a what happened there type business. Not sure. She felt that she got a contact bad or whatever, or just shocked she missed it. I'm not sure what it was. It was a tough shot. Nickers has tried to cue that in. Don't blame her. Just ignore Dan with his naming. On the been a long carnival, guys. I'm not sure who broke them, but it was very Kylie Power-esque. No, it wasn't. It was Kathy Harmon. Kylie's... Oh, hang on. Who was it that broke them? It was Kathy, yeah.
20 seconds.
Oh, Kylie Power's actually playing last. That surprises me.
Great shot, Cat.
Oh, Bella. That is what you call not ideal. Needs to double this now off 2 cushions. Back right side cushion to the left side of the table and stun the white ball right left side of the table. You can see where she wants it with her cue. Just needs to be careful she doesn't get too close to the yellow and bump it by mistake. Even if you hit this just off straight and send the red off around the angles and back up to the top left-hand side of the table, just don't go near the yellow. Wow, she tried to cut that. That's crazy. That is insane. I get it. I do get it. Aggressive, taking the ball on. I understand all of that. I do. But that was thin. And the white ball could only be on the right-hand side of the table had you missed the pot. And that's the side it needed to be on for the yellow to be available. So, not a good shot. Oh, Nicker's snookered herself. She's gotten down quick to have a look. Might be able to flick it in cushion first. Isabella may get a strawberry here. Yeah, if she's got to go cushion first here, this is out a little bit from the pocket. She does have to go cushion first. She wants to pot this as thin as humanly possible without missing the pot, so the white ball comes off the back cushion. You don't want it on the cushion playing the black in the left middle. That's good. This is a good chance. It is a missable pot though, folks. It looks easy on screen. It is missable. It looks so basic, just sitting back in your chair at home going, oh, you just drop this in, it's a piece of piss. Very missable pot, this. And that is an excellent shot. And now Victoria are playing for the draw. They need to get this tiebreaker if they want to stay alive in this national title. Oh, Kathy Harmon got a great result there. She kicked the black off while she's in control of the frame. So Lyndall, what can she do to keep her team alive? Not a bad shot. Slightly overplayed. Intentions was to not leave the yellow on. It's on the bottom left side here. It's just sticking out. And I see Gusta Giorgio is in the chat. And if you don't believe me, that black Nicole Welsh just now was a pressure black. Ask Gus. I mean, it was his sister, and trust me, he didn't want Nicole to pot that black because obviously he wants his sister to win. And he will tell you himself that was a tough black. It wasn't easy, especially under the pump.
20 seconds.
Oh, Gov. Oh, this is a great shot from Lyndall. Just doesn't quite get the coverage, but she's got a good white. Everything about that shot was good. The right idea to get the coverage and also the white ball as a shot to nothing.
Go ACT.
20 seconds. Good enough, mate. Good enough. Great shot. Let's go to the governor. Come on, mate. Here we go.
Wow. Kathy has tried to deliberate foul there and leave her ball over the pocket, but unfortunately she's been too accurate. She's potted. Gives Lyndall a good chance on reds here with 2. Good shot from Gov. All these are on.
Come on, right now, Vince.
Come on.
Winter is coming, mate.
Oh, she just belted the table with her leg, I think. Might be rushing for the time as well. She's going to cover up.
That's the way to go, mate. Come on, Skipper. Come on, Skipper. Come on, Skipper. Yes, yes. Come on,
20 seconds.
Shot out. Skipper.
Let's go, Cindy!
Well, a missed pot there from Gov gives Cindy an open chance, although these yellows are yucky. They're not awesome.
Come on, Skipper.
I think Cindy will be happy if this yellow goes over the pocket just quietly. I don't think she'll want to take these on. These are ugly. I think if this goes in, yeah, I think that's her best result by an absolute country mile. She's actually played the pot that. I can tell by the pace she's hit it at. But that, I'll guarantee you that is the best result for ACT by a bazillion miles.
20 seconds.
And Kathy's going to foul here, deliberately. Oh, she's left the door though. She has left the door open. Needs to stunt high up the table here.
20 seconds.
Good shot. Doesn't want to go in off the middle. If she went in off the middle there, I almost would have picked it up and eaten it. Would have been very stiff.
Come on, Skipper. Come on out. Oh, Gubby.
So this shot from Gov, it's a great shot.
Come on, Cindy.
Come on, Ella.
Come on, Ella.
Yes, great shot, Ella. Let's go, Skipper. Come on, mate.
So this long range red, if she's not going to pot it, doesn't want it to jaw to near the yellow. Yep, that's okay. Ooh. Yeah, no, she's okay. She's fine. All she's got to do is just aim to clear the spot on the table. So the black spot, aim to just clear that, and she's got a very good shot on the black. Cleared it. She's got a good shot. Would have liked to have been a bit higher, but still okay. And as Victoria begin to reel these frames in, pressure will start to mount on the ACT. It'll have that reverse effect. Oh, look at this shot. I actually think she played for that because there's no way she could have played and missed a double by that much. I reckon she's played for that triple all day long. And plus, if you had to play for the double there, it was much harder to control the white. Whereas the triple, you can just punch it out. So, a good chance here, but the black is not easy to get on. I do not like this shot she's looking at. That's hard. But she might not have heaps of choice.
Go, ACT.
Penny.
Geez, that looks tricky on camera. This black in the middle. Oh, she's tried to go around the angles and get
Come
onto
on,
the corner.
anything for you, Johnny. Come on, mate. Come on, go.
Oh, I don't think she's totaled, is she? Or-
Here we go, Johnny. Come on, mate. Come on, Johnny.
Oh, they just straight out said yes. Okay.
Come on.
Come on, go.
Come on, Governor.
Come on, Gav. Come on, Gav.
It's one of those shots where
20
you
seconds.
just, I don't know if you just try and pop this over the middle or what, or you belt it. Probably just try and control this a little. Just while those two yellows are dodgy. That's a good shot. Good shot. Probably couldn't ask for much more than that, to be honest. I mean, if she had a potted that out of the snooker, it would have been off its head. Like, it would have been a crazy big shot and more luck than skill, because it's just not a high percentage shot. But making the contact and getting it over near the box to apply the pressure, that's skill and and much higher possibility. Ooh,
20 seconds.
just hits it hard enough. Now here's the bad part about Gov's shot. If Cindy can get high up the table here, she can play the yellow off the black, and that will open up ball on ball to make this a pretty basic out, to be honest. So that's the bad part about promoting it to where she has. I don't see this happening now. I do not see the shot I just said happening now.
Come on, Mopper. Come on, Mopper.
Shot, Penny.
Someone from the ACT, please tell me how many times Penny Fadoulis has represented ACT.
Come on, Jordy.
Definitely last two. I just don't know before that because I had a couple of years off. And I don't remember before that, and I played I think the previous 3 or 4 years, so she must be relatively new.
Come on, Penny. 20 seconds. Come on, Cindy.
20 seconds.
Good shot there from Penny. Sydney's got this ball off the black I'm talking about, but then she's forced to take the last ball down the rail without the ball over the pocket now. And that won't be easy. Oh, I'll tell you what, Sydney's got herself as good as she can on this. I've been told Penny's played at least 3. Oh no, that was never potting. I could see the angle she was hitting it at. Surely she's not played for that. Like, I'll be shocked if she's actually played to do that. Tell you what, Penny Fadoulis is a very good chance over here to win this match for ACT. Although, I don't know why she didn't stun off that and try and get up the table a bit straighter. Wow.
Come on, Cindy! Come on, ACT!
Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing that the black's on the cushion here? I'm going to say, in the blokes, it's a good thing. I'm not sure about the girls. mean, it's a tough pot, this. But if you've got someone like Robbo on this shot, you don't want the black near the hole. There you go. And this face cut double coming up. And we've seen a few of these today already, face cut doubles. We saw Lyndall Vine pull one of these off to take a 2-frame lead early in the singles on Colby, when Colby had the ball over the hole.
Let's go, Penny!
I think she's going for it, is she? Yep, she is. It's in trouble. I'll tell you what, it's missable. It's missable. It's one of those shots where if you're just at the start of a break, like the start of the frame, and you're like just potting it, it's easy, but it can be missed as a black. Banged it in. Victoria stay alive for another frame. They're 12-10 deficit now. Now Geordie's in Payne Street, which is right next door to Agony Boulevard, because her reds are horrible and yellows aren't bad. She needs to pull off a couple of good shots here to keep in the frame and try and stay alive. This is a survival game for Geordie at the moment. Needs to just keep hiding this white. Ooh, I don't think she's hit it hard enough. I think she's left Penny on this yellow in the middle of the 3. Wow, okay, maybe she hasn't. Well, you know what, maybe she had, and Penny's denied the shot and thought, you know what, I'll just kick this off and apply further pressure. I don't mind Geordie playing off the top of these 3, taking the white ball up the top left-hand side of the table. Looks like she's going to do that. Just don't hit this too thick or you'll catch the red on the way through, or the yellow. Just hit it way too thick. Well, still a bit of work to do. She's left Penny a shot, but it's awkward. Oh, unless she can get through to this bottom one, and then it's happy days. This shot to the middle is missable. White will fly a little. I wouldn't stun this too much. I like the natural angle of this ball. Yeah, see, she should have let that run. Should have let that run. She would have come down nicely right side of the table. She's got a shot still, and can drop this in dead weight, thin, and the white will travel right side enough to stay on this yellow. She's going to deny it, take the other ball on, keep applying the screws. Nothing wrong with this. Oh, there is now. Or she might hit it soft and just keep the white ball down there, so that way the pressure was on Geordie to play a good safety. So Geordie's got options. None of them are real fun, but at least she has options. Don't pot too many balls, though, is probably the key thing I'd say here. You need soldiers on the battlefield while you're in a bit of trouble. I know people are probably saying just pot out, but the problem with that is they're not that easy. They're just a little bit covering one another and blocking one another's pockets and stuff, so it's not as simple as it looks. I like this stun shot, play off the yellow. That's a great shot. That is an excellent shot. And I'll tell you what, for a first-year player, some of the people that played their first year, have a look at this girl. She goes all right. Plays intelligently. Cues the ball all right too. Probably, if I was going to criticise her, and this is nothing bad, probably her potting power lets her down. But as I said, first year player, she's very young. I think she's 19 or 20 or something like that. She's very, very young. Wow, that's a great shot from Penny. You know what, if I'm Geordie, I kind of cop that. I really do. She's played a good shot. As it turns out now, she's actually, this is not a formality. Could draw this. Nice stand away. Bit of a cool customer, Penny. I like this girl's game. I haven't seen enough of her. I think she's pretty good quality. Just seems a bit of an all-round good player. Probably lashes it a little bit at a couple of shots where she could probably play a bit better wide, but other than that, I think she's a good aggressive attacker of the game. Oh, and misses the black. Victoria, stay alive. Now, here's the interesting part. I just commented I feel that Geordie's weakness in her game is her potting power, and that's what she needs right now, potting power. She needs to be able to run these balls out when she gets a chance. Doesn't have to do it yet, and that's a good shot. Smart pull. Smart pull. Try and pick up the 2. Good shot. Interesting frame brewing as well on the other table, although if Kylie's on yellow, she's about to absolutely kill this frame. She's going to take complete control of it, and Emma's going to be in all sorts of trouble. Okay. I'm confused. Why did she smash that? Oh no, and folks, that is it. This is over now. There is no doubt this will definitely go in this black, and ACT, a fantastic effort. They will be dual Australian champions. I don't know if the girls have ever done this before. If they haven't, congratulations. Job well done. You deserve it. If she gets a kick on this, I'll be spewing at myself for saying all this stuff too early, but I just don't see her missing it. And tough gig, ladies, for Victoria. They've been bridesmaids a couple of years or a few years in a row now. What's all that?
What's going on here?
These guys are yelling out what's going on here. It's actually, they don't even know what it means. The reason the girls are yelling out what's going on here is we're getting our photo taken. I was making all sorts of stupid faces. And the photographer goes, what's going on here?
Women's teams event, and congratulations to the runners-up, Team Victoria. The next session will commence at 8 o'clock with the men's team's final. Thank you.
Well done, ACT girls. Well-deserved win. Hard luck on the Vic girls. They played well all week. Deserved to be in the final. Just unfortunately couldn't get it done at the time. And this has been a nightmare for Victoria this carnival. The complete opposite to last year. But all states live to fight another day. We'll be back, I think at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, so another hour and a half, guys. The men's team final, which is basically the highlight match for the entire Nationals. Oh, they got a new song. They got a new song back-to-back, ACT. I like it. Hour and a half, guys. Tune in. We've got about $250, $350 to make up to hit our $2,000 target as well for Q-Ball TV donations. You will see some sensational pool in that men's final, I can promise you that. So all tune in and give these guys some support. Thanks, guys.
Put your twos up.
Not rapping ears. You'll get your ass kicked putting that shit on the table. Bloody rude. Who else? You want in a circle, and I want to do a Sophie of the head.
Down at our loins level.
Yeah, I am. How long?
Oh, but the upwind one's the worst one. Why don't you